Hey, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I wore my cowl this morning, my knitted cowl. I made this. I am very much a need to be busy with my hands kind of girl. And since I'm a hygienist, then that is just easy for me to do. I enjoy it. It's become a form of therapy for me. I have a question for you. It brought to mind today simply because I was thinking about how one stitch in this can create an entire unraveling. Remember pantyhose? Do you remember them? You could get a snag and then you'd have a runner, right? Are you following me already? We were made, David says in Psalm 139 that God knitted us together in our mother's womb. All those cells, all those sinews, that's what they called them back then, tendons, ligaments, muscle, bone, and all those different types of cells. God was creating us, designing us, knitting us together. That's where we were formed. So that's a great image of knitting. Have you ever heard the expression, a weakness is a strength exaggerated? It's great to be determined, but then when you are so determined that you will not stop and hear the Lord speak on maybe a different path or direction He wants you to go, or to listen to someone and include someone in your life that you don't want to be included, that would be a weakness. But really what made me want to talk about this today is, have you knit yourself to an ideal? How about an idea that may create some downfall? The Jews knew for years and years and years and years and years, thousands of years, that Jesus was coming. They didn't know His name, but they referred to Him as Messiah. They knew it. They were looking for Him. There are Jews still looking for Him. When He came, He wasn't what they expected. God knit that picture in a much different way than they anticipated. And for them, it was failure. It was a failure. Guess what? If things are not the way they're supposed to be, in your mind, according to your life, this nation, this world, your children, your marriage, your husband, I mean, we could go on. If it's not what you think it's supposed to look like, are you going to go running? Did that snag that came up create a run in the tapestry that God is weaving together? As a knitter, if I'm in the middle of something, of knitting something, and I drop a stitch, it will create that run. But I can go and find where it has run, where the ending of that is, and knit it back up through those rows so that you can't tell where it was dropped, and I can commence knitting with it back in sequence. Are you searching for a drop stitch? Are you searching, or are you looking at the runner going, my piece is ruined? My whole piece that I have spent all my time crafting my whole life is ruined. God knows where the drop stitch is. God can mend it, and God can make it look like nothing ever happened. Danny Gokey has a song that's called Tell Your Heart to Beat Again. It starts by saying, shattered like you've never been before. The life you knew in 1,000 pieces on the floor. Is that you? Regarding any area of your life? Maybe this nation. Maybe your home life. Is it you? Nothing is impossible with God. He can reconstruct, restore, reconcile, make as if it never happened. That knitted piece of your life, that tapestry that's been woven. And it'll be a masterpiece. Ephesians 2:10. When he's done. Stop. Let him, give it to him. Let him work. Let him knit you a masterpiece. Blessings.